Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, it's time for another installment in the Luxury Will I Buy It series. But here on my channel, we like to add a little French twist. So for collections that we do want, we say oui. And for collections we don't want, we say non merci. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. So as many of you know, I have my online beauty consulting service, which is where you and I chat virtually through a video chat. And if you have any beauty related questions, if you want advice about purchasing some new makeup items, but you don't want that added sales pressure, or maybe you already have makeup items at home and you're just not sure how to apply them or how to do combinations of which eyeshadow and lipstick goes together, that sort of thing, my service is perfect for that. So to make an appointment, click the link in the description box down below. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about here, the first collection is from Chanel, and I was told by my source that they would like to remain anonymous. So this is provided by Anonymous. We have here a sneak peek of the Chanel holiday collection. So exciting. So the first thing here, the eyeshadow quad, we have seen some sneak peeks of this for weeks, if not months. This is the Chanel No. 5 eyeshadow palette. It's going to be a very classic smoky eye. I think we've seen some better quality photos of the eyeshadow, just like in person. Some people have actually had this palette in person for months somehow. But here is just like a big overlay of what's going to be the holiday collection and promotion. So we're going to have this beautiful quad. I definitely will get it. I know some people are disappointed that it's not, something more extra, but I think it's going to be beautiful. And I think a classic smoky eye for the holidays always looks good. So we're going to have a new liquid highlighter. This is Or Ivoire, so like golden ivory. I think it's going to be really nice, just lots of warm gold, red, that makes me think of the holiday season. So one liquid highlighter, which we've seen before from Chanel, and then a new Baume Essentiel, so the highlighter stick. And this one is a gold color. I think personally, I'm leaning more towards the gold highlighter stick. I have a couple of the liquid highlighters and I like them, but I have some from the Les Beige collection that are pretty golden and warm. So I think I want to try the highlighter stick this time for the holiday season. And then two items that I'm super excited about are the liquid eyeshadows here. These are the Ombre Première Lac, which we've seen a lot beforehand, but these are glitter. So I am really interested to see what these are going to be like, because in my opinion, a lot of these liquid shadows tend to be very satiny and almost give you a foiled look. So if these are going to be even more intense in that sense, that could be really nice. And we're going to have two shades. One that's Or Ambre, so an amberish gold, and then Or Noir, black gold. But in the photos, it just looks like a gold and a black. And the photos here are promo photos, so they're not doing it perfect justice. But I'm really interested to see what this is like. Glitter. I don't know, because the liquid shadows, in my opinion, are already quite, I don't want to say glittery, because they're not glittery, but they're very satiny and foiled and metallic. So maybe these will be even more intense. And then moving on to a nail polish, which I always love. This is number 913 Rouge Intemporel. I don't think we've seen this exact shade. I'm certain we might have some reds that look close to this, but not this exact one. So I will definitely get the red here. It looks almost like Pirate, maybe. It just looks like a really dark classic red. So I'm definitely getting that. And then we have some re-promotions included, which they always do, either a mascara or a liner that just kind of goes with everything. So here they're going to re-promote the gel coat, the top coat, and also the Volume Revolution mascara. I personally prefer the classic volume mascara. I don't think the Revolution is bad. I just don't think it's been replaced by the classic volume. And then we're going to have these 5 limited edition, limited quantity Rouge Allure lipsticks. And these are going to have the number 5 embossed on the top. So we've seen this recently with a lion head logo and a camellia. So what they do is they take colors that already exist, and I think there might be 1 shade, maybe 2 that are new. Pirate has existed, Rouge Brûlant has existed, and I think Emblématique, I think honestly maybe all of these already exist. These, don't quote me on this exactly, but I think that these are all shades that have existed. I have Rouge Brûlant and I had Pirate at some point, but I don't have it anymore. So I will get one of these lipsticks. I think I'm going to get Pirate because I used to have it. It's a very, very classic red from Chanel. I used to have it and I don't know what happened to it. I guess I threw it out possibly at some point. I'm surprised that there isn't a direct match with the nail polish. Like they will all be in the red. So there are going to be 4 red lipsticks, and then Rouge Brûlant is almost like a nudie, more orangey color. I have it. It's really lovely. It's definitely going to be the lighter, more nude color. The other 4 are more red, which is quite a look to go with the classic smoky eye. But you know what? You have to be extra sometimes. But yeah, I'm surprised that there isn't an exact match with the nail polish because Chanel loves to do a match of lip and nail. But we'll see. I think this is great. I mean, I love warm gold and red for the holidays, so I'm excited for this. And I don't have any sneak peeks for what the holiday gifts will be. Every year there's like special wrapping and there's always like a very extra gift here and there. I don't know what those are going to be yet. I'm certain it's going to be amazing. So here in Canada, I was told the holiday will be released October 15th. That's going to be in store October 15th. It may be online a couple days before, but around that time, the holiday release should be bubbling over in counters. So mark your calendars, contact your sales associates because this is going to fly. I think if you showed up the day of without reserving anything, a lot of these are going to be sold out. Like the palette, especially the lipsticks with the number 5 logos, like, yeah, I'm very excited. So for me, it's going to be a giant oui, obviously. The palette, certainly. The Baume Essentiel, the gold glitter liquid shadow, nail polish, and a lipstick. So 5 for 5. Yeah, I'm excited. Okay, moving on to a source who would in fact like to be tagged and mentioned. We have Tavia at Chic Profile Official over on Instagram. I'm going to leave her a link in the description box and please go check her out. Her Instagram is there, so go ahead and give her a like. So here we have the MAC Cosmetics Holiday Gift Set and Collection. Now, MAC, I think, is a brand that all of us have started out with, and I don't want to say they've like fallen off, but they're just like not as trendy or popular as they used to be, which is quite a shame because they do have good quality products. They just, I don't know, they're not as popular as they used to be. So here we have a big overview of their holiday collections here, and there's a lot going on. It looks like candy to me, you know, like a swirl of candy. That's what this looks like to me. So first up here at the bottom, we have these single eyeshadows that look like glitter, like pressed glitter, or maybe just a very metallic eyeshadow. And then on top, these must be cheek products, either a blush or a highlighter that you can just swirl in, but you can see that it looks like a piece of candy, like those mints that have the white and red like swirl. That's what it looks like to me. And then on the side we have what looks like a cheek palette again. These look like cheek products to me, but they could be eyes. I mean, you could use them for both if you wanted to. Then we have lip kits, we have lipstick, and then also glosses. So clearly the lipsticks are sticking in the red, dark red for the holidays, and the glosses here. I've used their glosses before in the past and really liked the texture. There was one called Nymphette. That was my favorite. It was like a beautiful goldy, nudie lip color. So these, I think they're the lip glass. Those are a nice lip gloss texture. I prefer the kit with the more nudie colors than the darker ones, just for my skin tone. I think it looks a bit nicer. And then again, we have a closer up of, this looks like a highlighting palette. We have one that has more pink, but then also has like a warm bronzy one, and the bottom one looks more bronzy. It could also just be for like different skin tones depending on what you want to wear, but these look like they would be great for eyeshadow and cheek as well. Like you can mix and match. And then we have some pretty big eyeshadow palettes. Well, I guess we have one that's like giant, and then the rest are 5 shadow palettes. I've never seen round shadow palettes from MAC before. I remember buying square ones, but I never bought round ones like this before. I wonder if they're refillable, like a lot of MAC eyeshadow palettes are. The giant one is a huge non merci for me. I think the bottom 2 look nice. I like the pinky purple family. I think it's really lovely and very sweet. And then we have some little kits here, combination of brushes and products, again with the highlighters. We have one on the bottom that looks like a duo of eyeshadows. If you want a very classic dark smoky eye, I think you have it here. And then a kit that's just pink brushes. So there's a lot going on. Companies love to do these little kits for the holidays. And then we just have another series here of, I think these ones are just makeup. The ones on the bottom are just lips, so lip liner, lipstick, lip gloss, and then the top is, I think, liquid lip, mascara, shadow, liner. So there is everything for everyone. And then I remember getting these when I was younger, when I was like getting into makeup. I would love their glitter holiday sets, like the mini pressed pigments that are just like super sparkly. I used to get those all the time. Those glitter pigments to me look like very holiday colors, like for a good smoky eye, New Year's, lots of fun, lots of glamour. I love Fix Plus in general, but I love this miniature set here. Then on the side, it looks like Fix Plus with some primers for maybe lips and eyes. And then on the top, I think these are like liquid drops of like, it looks like a combination of Fix Plus with the loose pigments. So yeah, if you like MAC, if you like gift sets, you can get ready for these. When are these launching now? The first will launch towards mid-October, mid to end October. So I think a lot of the holiday stuff is going to roll out starting October 15th and then into November, depending on where you live, etc. Okay, so speaking of holiday, we actually have something here from Chantecaille. We have their holiday release. So I believe this is currently available at Neiman Marcus. I didn't see it on the Chantecaille site right away, but it's on Neiman Marcus. I think you can either pre-order or just order right away. We have 3 very limited edition items here. I'm not exactly certain what the inspiration is yet, but this is the Perle Lumiere, so Pearl Light collection. And as you can see, it looks like a mountain of miniature pearls on top here. So the first item is actually a highlighter. These are all limited edition, of course. This is the Perle Lumiere limited edition highlighter balm. Interesting. I wonder if it's like the bronzers, you know, that have a powdery gel balm finish. I'm excited to see that. So it looks amazing. I mean, it looks too good to touch in a way. It looks absolutely beautiful. Then we're going to have 2 limited edition blushes that I believe are also marketed as multi-use. So you can use them as blush or eye, just like all over complexion color. The first one here is the Rouge Perle blush, so like red pearl blush. It's called Akoya, which is a soft pink. Interesting. I mean, it looks gorgeous. It looks like a soft pink with like a hint of plummy to it. Very, very lovely. And then, oh, I was so wrong. Okay, so this is a blush. It's not described as blush and eyeshadow. This is the blush. The next one is the eyeshadow. My mistake. I need to finish my coffee. So the last one is the Lumiere Eye Sheen limited edition. It's called Baroque, and it's described as a shimmering bronzed rose. It looks gorgeous. The promo photo will always look different than real life. We've seen this countless times. This almost gives me a hint of purple in it. So I'm really excited. This is going to be really pricey, but I think personally I might skip the highlighter. I don't know. I'm very, very intrigued, and I definitely want this collection. What do I want? Definitely the colors. I think the eyeshadow, certainly. Maybe the blush, I don't know. This is a oui for me, but you know, luckily here in Canada, I can wait a few weeks and wait for the collection to be available and wait for the collection to be made available to me. So hopefully I can see some swatches before then. But you let me know, like, is this a collection you're just going to get everything of? Because I know we have some Chantecaille fanatics in the comment section. So let me know, is this a oui or non merci for you? Okay, speaking of holiday release, I think that's just the theme of today's video. We have the Makeup Forever holiday collection. And again, we have a lot of sets here. This is an overview photo here of what the decoration or motif is, the packaging, that's the word, is for their holiday collection here. I'm honestly surprised. I haven't seen a lot of Makeup Forever holiday releases. I guess I just don't really look for it. I do like Makeup Forever. It's just like not my go-to brand. So here on the bottom, those are highlighters. They look very natural, but those are actually highlighters. I've never tried them personally, but I've heard that they're really, really great. Just very natural, very much like your skin, but just like candlelit, beautiful, shining. And then on top here, I think this is a little kit of a fixing spray and also a loose powder, like a setting powder here. So if you're into those things and if you like the little pouch that comes with, then we have this little set here of lipsticks. The embossing on the top looks interesting. I wonder if it looks like geometric because the promo photo looks a little bit off here, but these are metallic lipsticks. I don't really love a metallic lip. I find that sometimes they feel a bit grainy. I prefer a satin or like a soft velvet matte. I mean, the colors could be nice, but I think this is like a non merci for me. And then the one item here that I think looks most interesting to me is this makeup brush set. I have brushes for Makeup Forever that I really enjoy, and it comes with a little pouch here, which would be really great for travel. So if I were to get anything, I would get the makeup brushes. I just think that they make really great brushes and they're really soft and just really good quality. So for me, the only oui for Makeup Forever holiday is the makeup brush set, definitely. But you let me know. Moving on to Natasha Denona, there's going to be a mini Metropolis eyeshadow palette. This was spotted at Sephora, France. Personally, I've had really bad luck with Natasha Denona eyeshadows. Not all of them, but the mini palette, I bought the mini gold, I want to say, and I am feeling triggered by that mustard yellow color because the mini gold palette on me turned into like a gross brownish yellow. You know when you get a bruise and then the bruise turns yellow around the periphery of said bruise? That's what the eyeshadow palette looked like on me. It was disgusting. So I am so triggered by that yellow shadow. I do love that beautiful teal dark color in the center, but this is going to be a huge non merci for me. I hope that it's great. I hope it works for other people, but non merci. Moving on to something from Hourglass. So they are coming out with these beautiful new palettes. I think they're actually already out. So these are possibly a look fantastic already. There's going to be 2 ambient light editing palettes. Okay, so the first one here, I believe the brush is sold separately. They always include it there to say like, oh, if you use the brush, it'll be even better. But this looks gorgeous, doesn't it? So we have 1 swipe of highlighter, 2 beautiful deep berry blushes, and then bronzers too. I only have 1 Hourglass blush and it is so fantastic. I'm certain this is beautiful. The formula is really lovely and I'm certain that these would work really nicely as eyeshadows too. They just look great. So here we have a close-up of the colors with the name. Actually, it's a finishing powder more than a highlighter. Then we have new blushes, one called Rose Heat, one called Coral Flush, and then the Radiant Bronze Light. That's already existed, but then the new one on the bottom is Solar Strobe Light. That's a strobe powder. Interesting. So I guess you could use that as your highlighter. It looks beautiful, looks so glowing. And then the next palette here, same formula, beautiful blushes, finishing powder, bronzer, highlighter. Ugh, gorgeous, gorgeous. So with a lighter palette, the setting powder is not new, but the other colors are. So we have Vibrant Heat for Strobe Blush. We have Luminous Rose. Oh, it looks gorgeous. And then we have a Glistening Bronze Light Bronzer, and then a Supernatural Strobe Light Strobe Powder. Gorgeous. It looks so nice. And then the packaging looks beautiful. It looks marbled. Oof. I am very tempted by these, even though I don't even love huge palettes, but every now and then I encounter ones that are so lovely. For example, the NARS Orgasm on the Beach face palette, definitely wonderful and worth it. So I might give this a try. This is a peut-être, which means maybe. Now, speaking of NARS, we have here their holiday collection, which again will be launching mid to end October. So here is just a giant overview of the collection here in its entirety. We've seen a couple pieces here and there, but here is the entire collection. So we have multiple eye and face palettes separate. So on top we have one that's a very classic warm neutral kind of bronzy brown colors. We have one that's like a little bit more pink and plummy. The one on the bottom looks a bit lighter and more red, and then we have a face palette. I'm guessing it's going to be blush, bronzer, highlighter, etc. We also are going to see lots of face brushes too, or makeup brushes, I should say. Now, this is the NARS face palette for the holiday. As I mentioned earlier, I really enjoyed the Orgasm on the Beach that came out for summer. This looks beautiful. It looks like a similar format where you have blushes and highlighters, but this looks like it has actual bronzers, because the Orgasm on the Beach didn't have a bronzer that worked for me. It was all blush and highlighter, but this looks gorgeous. The packaging looks like a gift that's been wrapped like a million times with NARS wrapping paper around, or ribbon, I should say. And then here we have a giant eyeshadow palette. I love their big eyeshadow palette for fall, the Climax palette that has 9 shades, I believe. It's what I'm wearing today. But this one here is even bigger. I do love green eyeshadow. I don't know about this. It's just a lot. I don't know. It's pretty, but it's a lot. So I really will have to be convinced of this one. I'll have to see some pretty good swatches. Then we have some lipsticks here. I don't think I love the detailing. Like, it looks like, I can see what they're trying to do. It's supposed to look like that ribbon wrapped around, but it kind of just looks like someone took bites on the sides. I don't know why it makes me think of that, but it does. I'm certain these will be lovely, good colors, like nudie colors, but something about the packaging I don't really love. Then we have their tinted lip balms, some more neutral colors and some darker colors as well. I know a lot of people like these, so we have some here. And then we have a beautiful little kit of makeup brushes. I've never tried their makeup brushes. I've heard they're good, but I haven't tried them yet. It's going to come with that hot pink packaging there, a mixture of face and eye brushes. Then we also have this little lipstick kit here with a pouch. These, I like the finish a bit more. I don't like the weird pattern we saw earlier. So as you can see, that NARS ribbon is absolutely everywhere. Then we have this beautiful little duo. It looks like a blush and highlighter. This looks nice. I'm certain it's the Orgasm blush because it's everywhere. And then this looks like a cushion foundation. So there's a lot. There's a lot going on from NARS for the holiday season. I think for me, a lot of this is going to be a non merci. I like NARS and I like a lot of the products that I've tried recently, but maybe once I see these products in real life, in person, I'll be swayed differently. But for the time being, it's a non merci for me. All right, something new here that we actually have live in store is from Armani Beauty. This is the Eyes to Kill Eccentrico Eye Palette. This, when I first saw this, I wasn't certain what it was. I wasn't certain if it was an eyeshadow palette, a blush, a highlighter, what is it? But it looks eccentric. It looks very extra as well. It's interesting to see a mixture of different colors without any clear borders in a way. Like, all the colors are mixed together. So you would definitely end up with some colors smushed together, but this could be pretty. I don't know. I'm finding it difficult to pick out one shade in particular that I think is nice. I'm certain it'll be lovely, but I'm not certain. I'm going to have to see some swatches, like if the swatches look beautiful, because these all look quite satiny, and a satiny eyeshadow look can be really lovely. So I'm gonna have to wait. I think this is a non merci for me, but I definitely am open to being persuaded. Okay, next up is something that is new, that is live for sale on the Dior website. These are these brand new limited edition collector's sets, and these are from their lipstick collections. So the first one here is a duo set. So these sets here are collector's items, and the box that it comes with is so beautiful. It's like this dark navy and like a little bit of silver. It's embossed, it's raised a little bit, and the box is like a collector's item as well. So these are the regular Rouge, Dior, Couture lipsticks that they already have, and each set comes with a hydrating lip balm, which I have and I love, and I need to get a backup of because I'm running out. First one here, the duo, is the classic 999 shade, which is the classic red, and it's in the velvet formula, and I'm wearing one of the velvet formulas today. I'm wearing Icone, but the velvet is a soft, velvety matte that's not too drying. And I just think this is a beautiful set if you are a collector, if you just love the brand, if you love these lipsticks. They are refillable. So once you buy the tubes, you can just buy the refills. And 999 is a classic iconic shade. It comes with the lip balm. I think it's great. Then you have a collector's set of 4 lipsticks. You get 999 again, but then you also get 2 more nude colors. One is a classic matte, one is a velvet, and then again you get the hydrating lip balm. So this is nice because you get a mixture of not just red but also some nudes to go with your looks as well. Then last but not least, we have a set with 35 colors. I don't think this is every single color. They might have more than 35 colors, but you get a giant collection of lipsticks. There are 35 of them, plus the lip balm. There is a mixture of satin, metallic, matte, velvet. There's literally everything and a bit of everything under the sun. So if you are a very extra person, here is your time to shine. I think these are lovely. I think these are extra. I love how much Dior has been doing for the past couple of years. They are just non-stop coming out with beautiful items, collector's items, limited edition, extra packaging, extra embossing, and I'm here for it. So this is a oui for me. Moving on to a new account, this is Trend Mood 1, and they have here a sneak peek of the Miss Pat McGrath holiday collection. Yeah, this one is a doozy. There's a lot going on. So here is a giant overview of the holiday release here. There's a lot of shadow, a lot of complexion items as well. All right, so first up is the Celestial Odyssey palette. This is an 18 shadow palette. My goodness. I love eyeshadow, I love color, but this is too much for me. 18 shadows. Now I know some of you are Pat McGrath fanatics and you've already put aside money for this collection here. So I'm not here to deter you. I just think that for me, this is a little bit much, but if you are a collector of Pat McGrath, this is definitely for you and you're going to get so many beautiful colors. I'm certain the finish is going to be beautiful. I think this is just a lot for me personally. I think the Mothership palettes are pretty big, but then the Celestial Odyssey palette is even bigger, so I don't know. But the promo photos of the swatches look lovely. Lots of metallic, shiny, lots of fun colors here for sure. And then we have these Divine Blush and Glow trios. So we have some different shades to choose from here. You get a duo of blush and then one highlighter. I know these blushes came out recently and a lot of us collectively lost our minds when they came out because Pat McGrath has been teasing about doing a blush for a long time and just finally did it. So if you haven't gotten the blushes yet, this might be a good chance to do it because you'll get a duo, you'll get 2 colors and then 1 highlighter. And I've heard that their blushes are really great, so this could be a good chance to get them. And then we also will see some Celestial Odyssey Luxe quads. So we're going to see one with a blue shadow. That's the one that caught my eye first. And then one that's a bit more nudie. And I know that this is a controversial opinion coming from me, but I'm actually sort of leaning more towards the nudie bronze color. I just think that those golds, I love a really foiled metallic gold color. And I think that this looks lovely. If I were to get anything, I certainly would get one of the quads over the 18 shadow palette. It's just my taste and my style personally. But then we're also going to see this beautiful Skin Fetish Sublime Skin Highlighter in Lunar Nude. Listen, the packaging is there. The packaging outside, inside, looks very extra. It's exactly what we like on this channel. I think it's beautiful. I like highlighter, but I'm just not like a huge highlighter girl. I have a hard time going through a highlighter, so it's often an item that I skip the easiest in a collection. But you let us know in the comments. As you can see, there is a lot going on for the holiday release. If you like Pat McGrath, if you've been wondering what she's doing for the holidays, this is it. Now, moving on to something from Gucci Beauty. I believe this is already available at Saks. This is the Beauté des Yeux Floral Eye Set. So the Beauty of the Eyes eyeshadow palette. Now, this has a lot of colors, and you're going to get 3 different finishes or textures. You have 3 metallic with a chrome finish, 2 satin shades, and then 7 matte shadows. My first instinct when I see this palette is that it looks like more palette than product. The palette to me looks huge compared to the actual eyeshadow itself. You know how extra I am, you know that I like blue, but I don't know. This is a lot for me. So again, I am going to have to be convinced. I'm going to have to see some amazing swatches and amazing eyeshadow looks before I am anywhere near convinced of buying this. So for the Pat McGrath earlier, I think it's a mixed bag. If I get anything, it'll be one of the quads that'll be a oui, but the rest is going to be a non merci for Pat McGrath. And then for the Gucci Beauty, I think it's going to be a non merci for me. It's a lot. And yeah, I'm waiting to be convinced. And until that happens, it's a non merci. So I have one last item here that I have to sneak in because I think it looks ridiculous. No offense. But this is the Sour Patch Kid collection with Morphe Cosmetics. I feel like I'm in a fever dream. Yes, Morphe Cosmetics has collaborated with Sour Patch Kids, the candy. I think arguably that Sour Patch Kids are the best candy out there. Like, that's my favorite junk food. I've never thought, I want to rub this on my face, but apparently Morphe did. So there's an eyeshadow palette with Sour Patch Kids on the front. Eyeshadows, maybe they're inspired, named after do the Sour Patch Kids have names? Are there characters? Then you have a setting spray that smells like the sour watermelons. I think the sour watermelon slices are also like I think that Sour Patch Kids and sour watermelon slices are the top tier of junk food in my opinion. I could like eat those all day. They're my favorite. Again, I've never thought of like scraping those like hard, grainy watermelon slices on my face, but what do I know? There's going to be some makeup sponges in the colors of Sour Patch Kids, lip scrub. I'm certain tastes like Sour Patch. I feel like at that point I would just eat a Sour Patch Kid. And a lip gloss that's gonna smell, maybe taste like a watermelon slice. This goes without saying, but this is a pretty big non merci for me. If I'm going to buy anything Sour Patch Kid or sour watermelon slice related, it will be the candy itself, not this. So I think this is it for today's video. This is my roundup of some new releases. We are seeing lots of new holiday coming out in the near future and some not so holiday, but as usual, let us know in the comments, what do you think? Which collections are you saying oui or non merci to? Are you saying oui to some of it and non merci to other parts? Let us know down below. If you're new to my channel or if you've been watching me for some time but just haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Those are all great ways to support me on my channel. So on that note, I think this is all I have for you guys for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.